guys, Panic here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a quick little guide on Tasadar. Tasadar is actually one of my favorite heroes in both the StarCraft 1 and 2 universe, as well as in Heroes of the Storm. In terms of his abilities, we're going to go through them each one by one on which one I pick and why I think they're the overall best one for that one. Again, this is my opinion, but overall I think my build is pretty good. I've reached level 9 with him, but he's, again, like I said, one of my best heroes. For our level 1, I really like the Overload. The Psionic Storm's range increase. I think it's really good to that range by 33%. Overall, I think the range for the initial skill is not very long, and it's going to combo well for your later skills that you're going to get later in the game. The regen globe increased mana regeneration isn't really that good because he's got a pretty decent mana regen, but also you really shouldn't be running out of mana. That's when you just TP back or just pretty much just go take a sip from something else. I don't really think anything else is really good unless reinforced structure if you're pretty much prepared for maybe like a ratting build. Outside of that, I'm pretty much sticking to overloads. For our level 4, we only have two ones I would definitely pick from. I would pick between Mental Alacrity and Healing Ward. Now, the reason I pick Mental Alacrity is it's probably for like a newer player or someone if you're really afraid of someone going up against invisibility heroes, because Tasadar's ability for Oracle greatly increases your vision radius and allows you to detect enemy heroes in the last 5 seconds, and it has a 40-second cooldown. Now, it's a really great ability, but it has such a long cooldown, and this can be used to attack maybe invisibility heroes, or if you're just worried about, let's say, Tyrande, who pops her ult and their entire enemy team is invisible, you just pop this and you're pretty much set, you can save your team, or if you just get a pesky Nova just running around, like, just murdering everyone. Or even in, like, it'll even work for people in the grass as well, for, like, Dahaka, or if you're just afraid for just ganks, so it goes straight through everything. The last one the other option I would go for is Healing Ward. If you're not really too afraid and you're like with that 40-second cooldown, you're not too paranoid about getting ganked and stuff, Healing Ward is really good. It can help give a team fight. It can help keep a team fight going. And it can also help if you just need to just lay back, and it also gives you that little bit of extra heal. Even though Tasadar is classified as a support, he's really almost not a support. He's almost a specialist in terms of later levels, but he's still a really good hero nonetheless. Okay, for level 7, there's really, again, there's a few ones you can pick from, and I can tell you which ones I'd go for. Okay, you got Kala's Embrace. If Plasma Shield expires, 50% of the shield remains indefinitely. This effect does not stack. This one's really good if you just want to get that little bit of extra shields onto everybody. It's not really entirely useful, in my opinion, but it does have its merits, especially if you're, again, like I said, afraid for more ganking, because you can just put it on your towers and stuff like that. You've also got Deep Shift, increased duration of dimensional shift by 1.5 seconds. This again is pretty good. Again, it combos really well with the later levels, but I think it already does a long enough distance of already having a 1.5 second. It's pretty much like a get out of jail free card with 3 seconds. One I really like to use more than anything is Call Down Mule. Once you've hit level 7, you can pretty much understand how well the game's gonna go, whether it be pushing, ratting, or just something like that. I really like Call Down Mule because it gives heals for 100 HP every 1 second, gains ammo every 3 seconds. I think it's really good because it can definitely help strengthen an area if you see teammates just getting wrecked at certain areas. It can help strengthen maybe your bottom, your tower. It even works on your core. Now, that's definitely the one I definitely go for. Now, for level 10, a lot of people go for Archon, but I don't think it's really that good. I think it's really good if you're maybe newer to the class, newer to Tasadar himself, just to mainly just get a feel. But the biggest one is going to be Force Wall. It's got a cooldown of 12 seconds, creates a wall that blocks all units from moving through it for 2.5 seconds. This right here is going to be a game changer. This ability is one of my favorite abilities in the game. It's got a low mana cost relative to what you're getting. You're getting 2.5 seconds. You can pretty much push people away with it, and you can pretty much just block pretty much anyone from just going in, or you can even just corner somebody, and then you can pretty much just wreck them. It works against full-fledged team fights, works as well as an escape. He's just, again, like I said, it's just an all-around better ability, in my opinion, than Archon, because you really shouldn't be in the front lines, because you're pretty much just going to be getting blown up. Also, that long cooldown's not really what I'm a big fan of. Okay, now for 13. 13, I really like Prescience and Shrink Ray. These are the only two I would actually pick. The reason I go for Prescience is Dimensional Shift will automatically activate when you fall below 15% health. Its effect has a separate 45-second cooldown. So you can effectively get Dimensional Shift twice in a row. So if you did put that point in earlier, you can get 3 seconds, and then you'll get a 6-second thing. So basically, you're getting double the dimensional shift. So basically, it's like I said, a get out of jail free card. You run around, run away, hide, and then just TP out. Or again, you just run in. You're like, oh shoot, I'm gonna die. Might as well buy some time for your team. Pre-science is really good. You can easily trip up the enemy. The other one is Shrink Ray. Activate reduces an enemy hero damage. Activate reduces enemy hero damage by 50%, movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. This one's really good. It's like, let's say if you got maybe a Cho'Gall on the enemy team, you just need to just go ahead and burst him down, or you've got something else like a big hitter on the other team that you're just really scared of. You can really pop this on, or even like their Illidan, especially once it hits late game. You can just pop this on. You're gonna reduce their damage. You're gonna reduce their damage. You're gonna reduce their movement speed. Easily to pick them off and just keep going. Also, it doesn't have a mana cost. Cooldown's really good. I definitely would recommend it. I don't really like Distortion Beam because I don't think you should be within melee range. I mean, within any range to really just auto attack, outside of like auto attacking creeps. Like his auto attack isn't that much damage. Most of his damage comes from his spells. Now, for level 16, we've got the biggest one is my favorite is Second Strike. You can use Psionic Storm twice in succession. This one is actually really good because you get it to cast that second Psionic Storm for free within 3 seconds. The damage doesn't stack. However, that's the only downside. But what's really good about it is it has that extra pushing potential. It gives you that extra, it allows you to have the ability to wave clear, just throw out some Psionic Storms for free. It's got a relatively low cooldown, and with that extra range, you can pretty much pop it from a safe distance. And when a team fight breaks out, you're just popping off that extra damage. With that force wall you've got going down, you just start throwing out Psionic Storms. The damage you're going to do to heroes is going to add up. But also the siege damage does really well when you're just fully behind, you need help pushing. Throw that on some towers, get some free damage, leave. Then you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least get some damage done and everything else. I'm not a big fan of really anything else in this one. All Dimensional Shifted, gain 50% movement speed and heal for 384. Like, that one's, you already pretty much protected by itself with the already activation of Dimensional Shift. Evasive Shielding, I mean, that could be good, but again, like, if maybe you're just popping on an Illidan and you just want to help him gun down people, all in all, I don't think that one's a really good ability. I think it's more of a stretch, and that's pretty much about it. I definitely would go for Second Strike. Now, for our level 20 talent, it's definitely got, we've definitely got some variation to it. I personally like to put my extra point into Force Barrier. So that way we get the increased range of 50% in the duration of 1 second. So you're going to have about a 3.5 second force wall, and the range is going to be a lot bigger. Now the reason I really like this point is, like I said, I put my first point in the force wall. The force wall's range is not very long at the start, and it's almost puts you within a danger zone, and you can't really get within accuracy if you're just trying to put down the best force walls you can. With this, however, you're allowed to get that extra range out. You can easily pop it from a safe distance, and you can easily help a team fight out. Another one you could go for is, if you really like that team fight aspect, you really like your shields, go ahead and activate your Storm Shield. Activate to give all nearby allied heroes a shield for 20% of their max health for 3 seconds. This one's really good, can help pop out of a team fight that you think may go bad. Just pop it in if you expect some burst damage or something. It's pretty good. I don't think Rewind is really good though, and the only reason why is mainly because in our level 16, like I said, we get Second Strike. The damage doesn't stack. Yes, it allows you to have 4 Psionic Storms going on at the same time, 2 shields, but I don't think it adds overall too much. I would definitely go for, like I said, Storm, Shield, or the Force Barrier, because it allows you to have that extra team fight potential going on more than anything, and it allows you to help out your team as well as get and secure your kills. Outside of that, those are pretty much my build I would go for. Like I said, the first one I would go for is Overload, get the Psionic Storm range increase. For the number 4, I would go for either Mental Alacrity, Mental Acuity, or Healing Ward. I specifically usually go for Healing Ward. Again, Mental Alacrity is depending on the situation. For my level 7, we're going to run, I usually go for Mule. That's one of my options. For level 10, we're going to go for Force Wall. For level 13, we're going to go for either Shrink Ray or Pre-Science. For level 16, we are going to choose Second Strike. And for level 20, we are going to either choose Force Barrier or Storm Shield. Outside of that, I hope you guys learned something today about how to play Tasadar a bit better and what abilities and talents you should choose. My name is Panic Picnic. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Make sure to watch BlizzCon. Make sure to watch the StarCraft finals that we're going to be having shortly. Make sure to play Overwatch. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because these are great games. And I'll see you guys in the next Hero Talent Review. Oops. Love you guys. Bye.